Hi guys, this is me again. Today I'm gonna show you how to install a virtual machine on a Mac computer. I assume that you have already installed the VMware Workstation or any other software that allows you to install a virtual machine. First step, we're gonna have to go to File, New, and this menu will pop up. Here it tells you if you have the operating system installed on a CD, you would only have to insert the CD and hit continue. If you don't, and you have the operating system compressed in an ISO file or a zip file, I assume that it would be an ISO file, which is the best. You hit continue without disk. This is the first option, is if you have the image or the disk already installed on already saved on your computer, and you would only have to go to its location. For the second option, this one, using an existing virtual disk, this means that you have the an image of an operating system already set up, and you would only have to copy and paste the files. And in our case, we will only use the first option, which is choose disk or image, and then the location. I believe I have my OS system on this drive, Windows system, and I'm going to show an example of installing Windows XP 2010. I think it's Service Pack 3. This is it. Open. Continue. It automatically showed the name of the operating system and the version as well. Hit continue. If you want to choose a password, you can do it. If you don't, just hit continue. Continue without key. This option means that every operating system has a key, and if you have the key, you can put it in later. If you don't, you could go back and put it right here, Windows key. But in our case, we will just continue. Continue without key. Here it shows you two options, and if you choose this one, it says will not share your Mac's documents and applications with Windows. To copy files between your Mac and Windows, use drag and drop. This means that if you choose this option, your document files between your Mac operating system and the new virtual machine will be shared, which means if you go to your Mac and you save something, you will be able to have access to that document through the virtual machine, which in our case will be the Windows XP. If you use this one, for the option, you will not be able to have access to your documents. If you use this one, VMware version will share your Mac's documents and application with Windows, which means every file you have on your Mac will be shared with the new virtual machine. So we will use the second option, which I prefer. And if you want to copy a file, a picture, a song, a video, any file from your Mac to your virtual machine, you only use slide or drag the file to your virtual machine from your Mac and vice versa. Here, customize settings, which means first of all you have to choose a location where to save your Windows. In my case, I'll just save it on the let's say on my desktop. For the customized settings, you choose how many RAM you want the operating system to use. You have the processor and memory, you have all that over here. You can adjust it as much as you want. In my case, I'll just leave it by default 512. You use one processor or two. You also go back and use, if you have a lot of space on your hard drive, you can leave it by default 40 gigs. But since Windows XP is a small operating system compared to Vista and Mac and all and other operating systems, I'll just drag it down to 10 gigs, and I think that's enough. Apply. and that's it. Show close. You close this. Now this is our new Windows XP Professional. As you can see, I have other operating systems already installed. I have Ubuntu, Linux, and Windows XP. I already have it, so I'm just going to show you how to install it and on a virtual machine. You hit play, and pretty much the installation will be the same, exactly the same as you do it on a normal machine, let's say a desktop or a computer or something else. So this is, if you guys are familiar with installing and reinstalling and formats and all that stuff to your hard drive, that means this is a window that you are really used to see every time you go through the process of formatting the hard drive. As you can see, everything is going automatically. You will probably have to only hit few clicks when it comes to fixing, setting up the location, the time, and that will be later, probably in about 5 minutes after the installation starts, and you would have to enter your Windows registration key, and I assume you have it. Like we mentioned earlier, you could have done it in the first process when that window popped up. You could have put the Windows registration key, or you can just do it later like we're used to do in other computers or other operating systems. So this is how it goes. Depends on how fast your computer is, and I assume if you have a Mac you should be okay, because the Mac I have is late, the version late 2008, and as you see it's very fast. It's dual processor. The newest Mac have an i5, i3, i7. These are super fast computers. And I will just stop the video after this process finishes. I just wanted to show you how it is going to be when copying files will finish and the system will restart by itself. As you can see, saving configuration, restarting computer. That's it. Here's the Windows booting up. Started the installation, and you are only few clicks away from your virtual machine. Thank you for watching. And before I finish, here to the right side of my computer you see the file you saved in your desktop, and later if you decide to delete your virtual machine and you don't need it anymore, what you could do, just go to the file saved on the location that you had chosen before. Like in my case, I chose the desktop, which is this one. You only go, move to trash, delete it, and the space and the virtual machine will be gone. Thanks again. If you have any question, email, comment. Thank you.